As you know, I've been blogging about the poem of the man God, or the gospel as revealed to me, two of the titles of the works of Maria Valtorta, the dictations that our Lord gave to her in the 1940s about his life, a work that he says will illuminate the gospel, and it has caused some discussion. It is one of the most profound, interesting writings that you could see. And there is a website called valtorta.org.au which has a complete wealth of information. And I'm going to bring up some of the information here. Let me get it here. So we have it's here on the website. There is the Summa and Encyclopedia of Maria Valtorta's extraordinary work by a man called Stephen Austin, and I've been reading this. It's 1,000. Let me just get the view here, the number of pages. It's got 1,300 pages, so it is a mammoth work. I'll just get the contents in here, and this is why I think, it's not just Stephen Austin that has done this investigation. You have the likes of Father Ruschini, Gabriele Ruschini. You have the likes of Father Blessed, Gabriel Allegre, and so many others. Cardinal Bea. I mean, the amount of people that have read this and said, this work deserves some study. This work deserves some study. The amount of detail that is in the work, the amount of information, it deserves some study. I mean, we have, other mystics supposedly that have had the same type of information. Agreda, it's on the same level as this. It deserves some study. This work couldn't have just been concocted together, as she did. The amount of detail, characters, information, times, and so forth, it is quite incredible. So I'm just throwing this out there. If you're interested in this work, if you're there thinking about it, do look up this encyclopedia. I know a lot of people look at my videos and then they go off and read the poem of the man God, or they look at stuff that I recommend, and I absolutely do recommend that you read or listen to the poem of the man God. It's on Audible, although I got the Audible version of it, and it didn't have as much emphasis on the different characters, the priest that's reading it out. Whereas if you go to, for free on YouTube, go to Zacchaeus' channel, she is doing this incredible work of bringing alive each character in as she reads out the poem. But anyway, I just thought I'd read you out some of the contents of this encyclopedia, which you can get for free. As I said, it's on the valtorta.org.au. So you go in here and you'll have this free ebook, the Summa Encyclopedia of Maria Valtorta's extraordinary work. And so they have the introduction. Why bother with the poem of the man God? There's lots of critics out there. Why bother with it? What is the position of the church on the work regarding private revelation? Which also Father Ruschini in his book also goes through a lot of this. Proofs of the supernatural origin of Maria Valtorta's visions described in the book. I have no doubt that they are of supernatural origin. No doubt whatsoever. So you can go through all of this detail, which is, Stephen has taken a lot of time to detail out, all of the various details of the different proofs. Padre Pio and Maria Valtorta, the testimony of Father Corrado Berti and his dealings with Pius XII, statements and actions of the popes and the Congregation of the Doctrine of the Faith, the Holy Office, and the Vatican newspaper on Maria Valtorta's work, which, some people that are critical of it, they dig out a few things and then they think, oh no, did you not see this, Robert? And I said, did you not see this? I'm throwing this back at them. Did you not see all of the work that has been done here? How does the poem of the man God compare to revelations of Anne Catherine Emmerich and Venerable Mary of Agreda's mystical city of God? It's interesting. Mary Agreda's mystical city of God, she wrote that and destroyed it. she just, and I think she had to rewrite it nearly a decade later, which was, very, very sad. So I do recommend that people read this. The 7 reasons for Maria Valtorta's main work, Maria Valtorta Conferences Around the World, and some supplemental resources on the poem of the man God, etc., etc. So look, I'm just throwing this out there. If you are interested in knowing something about the poem of the man God, read this book by Stephen Austin, and he's put it out there for free. He has put it on this website for free. You'll get the PDF there for free. So I mean, for somebody to do this amount of work, over 1,000 pages, it must be a labor of love. Nobody does this, for the good of unless they actually love our Lord, and unless they want to actually spread this great work around the world. So I do recommend that you read this. Of course, if you've gone to Medjugorje and you're familiar with Medjugorje, you're going to be well aware of the works of Maria Valtorta, which are sold in many of the bookstores around Medjugorje in different languages and promoted around Medjugorje. So I think that's probably one of the biggest places where they seem to be promoted. But also remember, it's also very popular in the traditional movement, even among SSPX Catholics, even though that divides opinion. Still, it's worth people taking the time to do their own investigation, their own reading of this work. It is truly, truly incredible. Anyway, God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.